Hi, this is Chantal from ThePurringCatStudio and welcome to my channel. Today I was going to create something, just by myself and just playing with scraps, and I had this nice idea. It's nothing, genius, but it's nice to realize there's still things out there to create and play with our scraps and reinvent a few well-known things such as pockets. So I stopped myself before I just finished the whole thing and I decided to show you. So if you're curious and you want to see what I'm talking about, how about we meet each other on the other side of the intro? Okay, so as I was saying, I did start the work, but I stopped myself. So as you all know, and as you probably also all do, we have scraps of paper. So this is like a long piece of coffee dyed paper, and I don't know, I had cut it for something else, probably somewhere like in half for putting like in a journal this way, right? Because I like that my pages in the journals are not always the same height and width. It makes the journal more interesting to me. So I had this, left aside. It was, the whole length, but I think, yeah, it was this way, right? So that's the 8.5 by 11. Yeah. So, and I had this piece. It wasn't cut or stained. Obviously, I just did that. And this was laying around, and then I had the same thing, but this width. And see, actually, it would probably make a whole page. Well, not quite, but anyways, I had this piece laying around as well. And so I kind of folded it in a hurry, and in my hurry, I didn't fold it. Like, I really just like wanted to fold it and put it away. And then when I looked at it with this little edge coming out, I thought, huh, that could be a pocket. So I cut a little half circle there and inked all the edges, and I thought, okay, that's nice. And then I thought the same with this, so I folded it, and I did the same fold that I had accidentally done with the other. Actually, I can see it's not even now. Hold on. And I thought, and then I thought it would be interesting to put a window in there. And then I thought, okay, so if I glue this in a journal, and then I glued this one this way, and of course I cut it a tiny bit because it was like a tiny bit longer. And I said, okay, so if I go like this, then we can create something really interesting. We can create something that has a pocket here. We can decide to leave this open, and then I have like these tags that come from my kit. And look at this. This would be lovely. So maybe not this tag, but anyways. And I thought, okay, I have to stop because this is becoming a really cute, nice project, and I want to show. So I think we're going to do this together. Now, the idea, of course, of stopping is because if you ever have anything to glue, stamp, stitch, now's the time to do it. You have to think ahead. Had I decided to just glue this down and glue this down without making the window, I'd be stuck with just something like that. It would still be fine, but I want to add other things. So I just made my usual window, and what I did was, because this doesn't fit in my frame punch, because this whole part blocks, it would have to be just a square. So I took my X-Acto knife and made a square, and then I took my hole punch and just decided to make the corners look a little nicer. I thought it was cute. So you see this? I think this is really nice. And then I did my usual, double-sided tape. You could put glue, and this is just a piece of packaging. I keep my packaging for that specifically. Okay, so now I want to decorate. And here's what I'm thinking. When we take the tag out of this, I don't want it to be a beige square. So, see, that's another reason why you don't glue right away. Why don't we stamp a little? So let me take a scrap piece of paper and decide what I'm going to stamp inside. And I'm thinking this beautiful flower stamp and my favorite go-to color, espresso. It's espresso truffle. I really love it. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all happy and healthy. And wherever you are in the world, I know things are not very pleasant right now in Ukraine. My heart goes to all of you, and it also goes to the people of Russia who I know most of them do not want this at all. So my heart goes to all of you. It really, really does. I'm trying to think, because this is not totally the right width. And am I bothered that there's going to be a whole border with nothing? I don't know. And also, I've realized a lot of times when I stamp, the middle is not showing. And maybe I should put something hard underneath. You think this is hard, but it has like flexibility to this. So this is just like a piece of board, if you will. It's like a big piece of board. I don't know how to call it otherwise. On top of my glass table. Because this is a glass desk. And I don't know, I think this has like some spring to it. And it makes that a big stamp like this in the middle doesn't stamp properly. And because the middle of this stamp will be pretty much in the window, I really want it to be nice. So I'm going to super ink it. And I'm going to try and be as in the middle as I can. I think I'm going to get up. Just want to see the whole thing and make sure that the frame or border is kind of even. Doesn't have to be perfect, but the border will actually be mostly glued except for the outer edge here. So I don't think it's a big thing, but yeah, I can feel the spring in the board right here, because these are like 1, 2, 3, 4 boards, I think. It came like that. It was made like that. I think it's supposed to be like a wooden frame that you can paint on, but I decided to use it as a desktop because clearly working on a glass desktop is not a good idea. Okay, it worked, but I can see how it's a tiny bit faded right here. But let's not be too difficult. It's much better than a lot of times. So, okay. So I'm satisfied with that. So I'm going to take this down and put it away. And now when we take the tag out, see? Much better. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Nice. What else do we want? I think I want to decorate. Now, hold on. This goes like that. This goes like so. So there's not going to be a whole lot showing, but I would like something. So let me think. I think one of these. And maybe this, because it's like uniform. No, even like throughout, if I can say, like background-ish. Me and my ish. Okay, what color do I want? See, I don't even know where this is going to go in the end. See, that's the thing too. I just had the idea and I thought, oh my goodness, I gotta show them. Yeah, I have no idea what kind of journal it would go into, so I'm not sure of the colors I should use. I do, however, think it should stay in the same vibe that I usually go for. Oh, I have such beautiful colors that I never use. I just don't feel as though this is the time to do so. So I'm torn between this, and maybe dark blue. Or I could do the brown again and then make other stuff like maybe stand out. Ah, I'm torn. I like the red too. Let me see if I go like this, but these are little numbers. Like, I think these should be more like brown because it's like more of a background. Oh, hold on, I lost something and now my cat is eating my paintbrushes. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's fine. She was playing with one paintbrush that I actually don't mind. Sorry about that. I needed a sip. Yeah. She loves my paintbrushes, but the ones that are really pricey are hidden away anyways, but I still don't want her to destroy the whole batch. I mean, I do use them, you know, but my oil paintbrushes are stowed away. My acrylic paintbrushes are also hidden, and so are my watercolor brushes. These are just, I don't know, brushes when I wasn't very good at painting, and you know, or for putting some kind of mediums, you know, so they're not super fancy, but I still don't want them all destroyed. Like, choose one and chew on that, please. You know. Okay. There. Oh, yes, because I'm sorry, I don't think you see. You see that? Let me see. Yeah. And then this will sit right here. Oh yeah, I made the right choice, because if I want to put color or anything else, it will be on the outer edge. I think that's how we should do it. Okay. So, actually, maybe I should do that right now. I have these numbers here, and I have these that I haven't really cut and separated from the main stamp, even if I said I would. So how about I do that now? That way I can use them independently. That's what they're made for. So before you say, oh my God, what's she doing? I'm really just, you know, doing what's supposed to be done. Same thing with these. There. I like it. There. Now I can use each one independently. Okay, so how about I use these numbers, and for this I will put, I haven't used the teal yet. Let me see what it looks like. Oh, I like it. Let's use that. Yes, I like it a lot. Now, of course, you could peel the paper off and put this on an acrylic block, an acrylic stamping block, but like I've said before, I don't care about perfection at all. Not in the least, since, I don't know, I'm just having fun here. Doesn't really matter. Oh, I love it. I even love when the line is there. I'll show you. Hold on, let me get closer. See? I like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but in my head, it adds just a more vintage feel to the whole thing. And I absolutely love it. Okay, now I'm gonna take some, yeah, I'm gonna take some red. Like I said, I have no idea where I'm going with this. All I knew is I wanted to show you the idea that had just popped as I was playing around. And I thought, oh, I have to show. Okay, so I'm just going to randomly put this. Oh, yeah, that's the back. Is it? Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Right there. A little bit here. And right there. Perfect. Love it. That's all we need. Okay, I'm going to put these back. Oops, I'm sorry. I don't know if you saw anything here. I forgot that I had zoomed in. Okay, I am going to put these away. Okay, so I put them away, so I'm going to show you in close-up. See, it's not perfect, it's all random. I love it. Okay, so let's remember what we're doing. We're going to go this way, and this will be added this way. Oh yes, I love it. I love it. It's grungy, it's soft. I love that it's on coffee dyed paper. I am really liking this. Like, seriously liking it. Wow. This is really even more beautiful than I had imagined. Now, the only thing is we didn't decorate the back of this. And now I'm thinking it should be the same as the back of this, just to make some kind of harmony. So let me grab this again. I just realized it. So, oops. Okay. Actually, it would be just the edge more than anything. Okay. I think something like that should be good. Yeah, I can see the board may go down every time. Maybe I'll go here. Let's hope it's enough. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. I'm not picky. I'm okay with that result. There. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? This is turning out to be very exciting. And I don't know if you noticed, but so far all it took was, this is photocopy paper, of course, coffee dyed, and stamps and packaging. That's it. And look at the beauty we're creating. Oh, I sure hope you enjoy this and that it gives you ideas to do it as well. The other idea I had, now I might regret this, but you know me, I do or I don't, so. Now I think my glue is stuck. Give me a second here. I'm just gonna, actually I might not even use glue since I have an idea after that. So I'm going to put double-sided tape to make this close. Usually I would use glue, but where's the beginning? Okay, I know you said you probably wondering what voyons mean, but it's actually, if you want to have like, okay, so French class 101. Welcome, students. Okay, voyons, which we kind of slang it up and say voyons, but it's voyons, which means, technically, word for word, means let's see. Or, you know, it's like, not let's see like, oh, let's see. It's just like, let's see what's wrong with this. But voyons, it's like voyons voir, and it's like, let's see what is going on with this, really. That's pretty much it. And of course, in our slangish way of saying, say, voyons. And that was the lesson of the day. Not a great one, but you know. Okay, well, this was useless. I'm just going to put glue. Okay. Now I can't remember. See? Easily distracted. I can't remember if I told you what the idea was. Oh, well, you'll know soon enough. Hold on. Okay. So I'm going to glue this right now. And then, yeah, why not do this too? Wait now. Am I going to do this on both? Because it's a lot of work. Let me see. Because you don't know yet the idea, but I might just do it on this one. This one, the big one. Okay. And this type of glue is good for this type of paper. I don't trust double-sided tape on a lot of surfaces. I don't think it should be trusted on many types of papers. But on this paper, I must say, unless you're really trying to rip things out, it's not coming off. Maybe it has to do with the quality, I don't know, but I've never had anything unglue with double-sided tape unless it's cardstock and such. But paper like this, no. Zero problem whatsoever. So why not? Okay, I'm gonna fold this. Oh, I made a mistake. I put glue up here. Okay. I don't know if I can peel it off. Eek. That was close. Okay. I always make mistakes and it's always on camera. Ah, this one is tearing my paper. Huh. Okay, let me think. Maybe from the other way. Ah, get the popcorn out. This is a nail biter. I fear I'm gonna damage my piece of paper here. It's getting to not be too sticky anymore. What if I kind of make it dirty and, you know, maybe then I'll like make sure that it loses all its stickiness without ripping my paper. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not gonna stick anymore, and with, you know, being out in the air soon, it won't stick. So I think it's not a big problem. Okay, because we don't want it to stick, and then when you close your journal, oh yeah, it's already losing all of its stickiness. Perfect. Okay, and I could also just actually cut it diagonally. It would add some interest and it would avoid the stickiness. I might do that. I don't know, do I? It's not very sticky, but I don't know, I don't want to take a chance, so why don't I do just that? There. Instead of wondering, I'm just going to cut the corners out and take out the stickiness. There you go. See? Ah. I erased the mistake and I made it even more interesting. Win-win. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is looking more and more beautiful. See, I had an idea about tags to put in there, but now this style is taking a life of its own. Oh, I do hope you take all your stamps out and have fun. Look at this. This is nuts. Okay, I never imagined this would turn out this way. Now I'm all freaking. Oh, sorry. I said freaking. I'll have to beat that. It's not the bad word, but it's a little too close to my taste. I'm so excited. I couldn't help myself. My apologies. I don't want to offend anyone. I don't do the swear thing, as little as possible anyways. Okay. Before we glue this down, this is what I thought, and I know I'm going to regret it as I'm saying it, but I'm still going to do it because I can't help myself. That's right, hand stitch on the border. So that's why I don't want to glue this just yet, because then I won't be able to sew. So I'm going to stitch around. Just really randomly, by the way. If you think I'm going to do something perfect, you have not come to the right channel. It will not be perfect. It will look like vintage and not perfect, because that's the whole thing. That's the whole goal. So now, do I stitch on the camera or pause? Now, obviously I would fast forward the thing, but I'm not sure that it's very interesting to see me stitch this even in fast forward. I'm just gonna show you the first few and then we'll cut and come back when it's all done. So as you can see, stitching on paper is a lot of fun. It's so easy. I mean, listen, if I had, like I said, whoops, I'm trying to turn the paper to make it easier on myself. If I had a sewing machine, I'd be sewing around. Oh, I'd have so much fun. I would probably have to sew standing up because I can see that in my studio, if any have watched the video where I show my new studio, there's not really any space for a sewing machine except for my shelving units, which would be fine because you know what? I wouldn't be like, you know, stitching, trying to make a blouse here or anything. I would just be stitching paper, and usually that's a matter of a few, you know, it doesn't take long is what I'm trying to say. But I do not possess a sewing machine. I have one, but I think I'm just gonna get rid of it because it's causing me more annoyance to know that I have it and I can't use it. And I don't know why I'm keeping it. I think I'm hoping for it to work on its own. I've tried changing the thread. It keeps snapping. I've changed the tension. Keeps snapping. And I've just given up. So I don't know what's wrong with it. Probably needs some kind of tuning, like oil and such, because it's never been used since it was purchased. And I'm guessing it kind of stiffened, if that's even a word. I mean, it's been used like a few times, but like 5 times? I don't know. So I'm thinking I'm gonna throw it out. Okay, so this is kind of long and boring for you, so I'm going to come back when it's all done. Okay, so I'm done with the stitching, and as you can see, it's very, like, it's not even, it's just for fun. It's just to add some beauty. Okay, so now we are ready to glue, and I'm thinking I just want to, I think I'm gonna keep going with this tape today. I don't know what it is, but you know, why not? Okay, so I don't want to put any tape here, just here and on the other 2 sides, like so. And like so. And like so. I'm going to back up a tiny bit so you don't get a headache. Oops. There you go. Ah. Okay. So now we're going to bring this back and glue this beauty right here. Like so. Wait, don't glue just yet. I hope you're laughing. Come on, go right ahead. Because I saw I wasn't even here, so I was lucky enough that I hadn't pressed on it, because once you press on it, even sometimes before that, it's like too late. Oh my gosh. Okay, like seriously, let me grab a page of, I don't know, what could be a page of a journal? I don't have any in the making, so let me just grab one of my papers that I think would look good. Hold on. Is this too busy for it? If it was like a, no, it's not too busy, but I'm not sure. Hold on. Okay, so I mean, technically I probably wouldn't use that because I love the bird. I wouldn't want to hide it, but let's say this is the journaling page right there, and then you would glue it. Well, on the other side, you know what I mean. I'm just trying to show you with texture, or let's hide the bird just for now. There, see? And then this would be your journal, let's say, and you glue this on your journal page. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Oh, I love it. I sure hope you love it. I have to make more now. I always say that. Now, my idea was to put this from one of my kits. Because, look at that. You can see the bird right there in the window. I'm just unsure that it fits now. It's so nice and bright, and this is kind of more grungy like. I don't know. Let me maybe ink the edges and see. And of course I would have to put an eyelet, or I can grab some of my other paper that is a little more vintage. I don't know. Let me see. It doesn't mean that the brightness doesn't fit, of course. So maybe with this inked a tiny bit. And then of course we have to remember that now we have created a pocket here and a pocket here. I would need something bigger. I think I have one right here. Hold on. Okay, well, like, let's say a bigger tag, or a piece of a bigger like journaling card. And if you only glue the edges and the bottom, you would have another pocket right there. So this is becoming very interesting. So you would have this pocket, this place to put a nice journaling card, another one right here, and something else right there. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is really interesting. So that was my idea of the day. It's not a long video. It's just something I came up with as I was playing with scraps and wondering what to do with them. And look at this. I love windows because you see, if you know the beautiful image, you could decide to make a tag. That's what I do a lot of times. I'll take my own paper like this, and I have papers that are a little less, you know, busy, let's say, like they only have mostly background in my digital kits, and I will print them on cardstock and make my own tags. Some of them come with the tags already you know, made for you, that you only have to cut them out. Of course, now that I'm talking, I can't find any, but oh yeah, here, like this. Actually, yeah, like these, right? They're already cut out. So then of course you could cut it out and see if the bird would show up in the square. But if you take foliage, then it doesn't matter which part of the foliage or the flower shows up in the window. It's just a little peekaboo. It's like, just, you know, attracts curiosity. And or you can make, like I said, your own. So you take paper that is most, like the background is more subtle, and you print it on cardstock. You cut yourself a tag, and then you put flowers where you think it will show or something, right? There's always a way. So I will keep filling this pocket. I don't know if this is the tag that will go in it. I am not disliking it because, again, I haven't chosen. Let me see some real quick while I still have you. While I still have you. You might have already stopped the video. I don't know. Let's see if I put, because you know what I think? Here's my thought. Sometimes I go full grunge. Everything is darkish. Everything is, you know what I mean? Full grungy, coffee stained. But it's nice to elevate the look and putting things that are a little lighter. I think your eye gets a rest. It needs some rest sometimes. It's like when you paint. Anyway, I'm not gonna go through all the how can I say, the painting classes, let's say, but it's called composition, really. It's what it's called. See, this is a little too dark, and your eye has a natural attraction for empty spaces, and it craves it. So if it's full everywhere and your eye cannot rest, oh come on, this fits perfectly. This is staying. Your eye will crave the empty space. It needs it as it looks, as it makes its way through whatever image you're presenting it. And so it's important, and that's why the light color added to these beauties can actually make this whole thing a lot better. I am not disliking this at all, my friends. I really like it. I'm just trying to see which one I prefer, but oh, I like this one. This is better. This writing was too modern, This one was too bold and it took away from the numbers here, I felt. This goes perfect with this kind of background. Oh, I love it. Maybe I'll change this, or maybe I'll add some stamping on this paper. I don't know. The possibilities are endless. And in the back here, I could also add maybe this type of paper that I don't know if it would fit this way once I glue the sides. No, but I can maybe fold it just this way and put two, like so. Let me just do a better job. Okay, so let's pretend this is on our journal, and I would probably put two. I would put one here and then another one there. Then you have two journaling papers. You have this beauty, which is kind of like almost like mulberry paper, but it's not. It's printed on regular paper, but it's meant to imitate. So I really like that. Oh yes, yep. This would be perfect, and I would choose another. Like oh, hold on. I think I saw something. Ooh. Oh yes, I like that. Let me see. Oh yes. Now see, this would be like so. Because I would make sure that this whole pocket is also another extra pocket like we just showed. And yes, it would be exactly like that. Oh my goodness, this is now all full of stuff. And don't we just love surprises? Of course, I would probably put like this one upside down behind it, so you have more than one. I love to load my pocket with as many surprises as possible. I think it's fun for the person who receives them. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I gotta create a journal just because of this pocket. It's this pocket's fault that I'm gonna be creating a journal. That's it. That's it. That's how it's gonna go. Well, this is it for today, my friends. I hope this little video, really nothing serious, just for fun, gave you a nice idea. But oh my goodness, let me fold this just to pretend this is actually a journal. Now, of course, there wouldn't be any white borders. I don't have a journal in hand because I haven't started one. Hold on. So I couldn't stop myself. I had to cut the borders. So, as I said, we would be gluing this, probably not on this type of paper. I have other that would fit even better than this, but we would be gluing this and then putting this right there, like so. I would probably put a paper that is light, a little lighter even, just to mix and match the dark and the light. And there we go. This would be in our journal, like so. It's very filled with all kinds of goodies. And this, of course, I would make into a real tag with an eyelet and some sort of mixed. You know how I like to put 2 or 3 strings on there. It could be a piece of lace with some black threads mixed in there and sari ribbon, all kinds. So there we go. That's the idea of the day. I hope you've enjoyed this little, like I would say, I think impromptu. I think that's what the word is. Like it wasn't planned. It was not planned. I had no idea, like no how do you say? Not no interest. It was no intentions on filming today at all, actually. I wanted to just create and let myself be free, but you know what? I did let myself be free and it was really fun. So I will say thank you again for being here. Thank you for all your beautiful comments. I give you a great big hug from here, Nova Scotia, Canada. I hope you are happy, healthy, and safe. And thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.